Salute, this is Eshawn Burgundy, and right now you're live on CHHToday.com.
Nah, man, it's a documentary they're doing for my man Mario, and they just want to know like you know, how I came across him and what I think of the music and everything. So I got plenty to say about it, but I gotta figure out. I know exactly where it is in the song, but I gotta figure out this quote.
Hope they get it in this context. All the right checks. I ain't my hustling just for them night checks. 1, 2, give me a mic check. And life without God don't last long like sex. Hope they get it in this context. Lights, camera, action, every day I'm on.
That's the one. It's a play. It's a play on time and eternity. So I gotta make sure I get that right. But it's a perfect time to tell you about him. I just tell you about him, and I'm sure they'll get plenty of information. But man, Mario, he's from Miami. He is just one of the most authentic dudes I've ever met in my entire life, really. And he genuine ex-street cat, you know, gave his life to the Lord, and you know, been doing it right. Turned the music over to him. You know, still keeps it thorough, completely. It's so good. Like, that's how I stumbled across him. You know, you asked me like, you know, how did I stumble across him and what do I think of the music? I stumbled across him because of what I think of the music, because he's one of those cats. I downloaded the free album and was like mad that I didn't have to pay for it, because Flashing Lights, which I guess was 2014. I think the original came out in 2014, was just so fire, front to back. Like, I mean, the first 5 songs at least are completely perfect. And then he's got that line. He's got that line where, and what it is, and you know, we talk about the nature of time, but he talks about sex, and he says, life without God doesn't last long like sex. I hope they get it in its context. And think about that. What he's actually doing is comparing life to eternity, and telling them to get it in its context. So, like, as soon as I heard that line, I was like, okay, he's officially spit one that's gonna fly over some heads, and that means he's one of my favorite, because he's got the skill, so thorough. And so then he went from that to the EP called The Beauty of Freedom. And I forget, I think it was 6 tracks or so. And I'll tell you just about one, because it was incredible to watch the growth from the original one to this one. And it was a retail project, which was good. But he had a song on there, man. He had a song on there where just conceptually it was so brilliant. He played, it reminded me of DMX when DMX used to rap as a demon named Damien to himself, like back and forth. But what Rio did, the song was called, I believe the song was called, let me see. The song was called You, Me, and the Enemy. And it's a story of a friend where it's him, his friend, and the enemy. And so Satan plays a role in a verse, his friend plays a role in a verse, and he plays a role in a verse. All, you know, a big tug of war, and it's just conceptually brilliant. So as soon as I heard that, I just acknowledged the growth. And like, he's still sending me dope music. He's just one of the ones out of all these hundreds and thousands that I gotta constantly check for, because like, the music itself edifies me. It actually blesses me to listen to this music, and encourages me and strengthens me. I can't wait to continue watching him. It's just the blessing of the role I'm in, is to watch a few of these cats as they've grown over these few years that I've been in it. And I mean, he was the first, and so he'll always be special to me in that regard. But I mean, not just because he was the first, but because like, it was when I realized, like, I have found a treasure trove of incredible music that people haven't heard. And so as someone running a media outlet where the whole goal is to share the music that once convicted me and changed my life, like, when I heard that, I was like, okay, I know my calling is right, because now I've found what I need to share. So, you know, I don't even do it for money or nothing like that. It's just to get the music out there. And when you're blessed to know people like Mario, it just makes it a joy to do every day.
The lights will lead you to